right, folks, looks like we're set to get underway here as it will be Manitoba, we the North, versus BC in this battle for the legends. BC will be in the black with the yellow lettering, whereas the Manitoba squad is in the white with the red lettering. Face-off is been had. We are underway, no score. Thank you for joining us. We're coming to you live here from the Notre Dame Arena here in Winnipeg. And some of the best ball hockey that you're going to see in Canada. Slight lull here as the two teams are still trying to figure out what is what. Is that was number 18, Kyla Smitter kicks it out. Now a slap shot redirected as we're now into, this is no longer the men's 34 plus, this is now the men's 44 plus division. Picked back up after that long chase. BC has it. Wants to bring it in, but it's intercepted. And now it will be Manitoba. Dumping it in. Wants to set up. Behind the goal. Thank you for joining us here on Home Team. I'm Joey Sutherland. It's been my pleasure to bring you the action. Long slap shot, redirected there by the goalie. Trying to see what goalie is in there. The ball comes back out to, and looked like it hit the netting, so we'll have a stop and play. Okay, turn around, walk the other way. Help me out. And it is 38 in the goal. That's Jeff Fernquist. Now I know, and we'll try to find out if it's Andy Kolar or Adam Van Angelen in the goal for the Legends of Manitoba. All right, the face-off, though, here to the left of BC's goal. Ryan St. Laurent wins the face-off. Now chasing after it goes number 73. Kicks it out, partially intercepted. Battles for it on the boards. Runs all the way back down, takes the shot, covered up there. Nice job on the first save opportunity for the goalie. Drink of water, turn, do something. $9:25 to go in the first period, no score. Quick shot whistled past the goalie. Now the ball is behind him, trying to bring it up the floor. They're going to be patient on doing so. Make sure they get a good look. Don't want to ice it. Now they get it on. This is onside. Drags the toes, kicks it back in. Shot on the goal, held on to. And we'll have a face-off again here, deep in the Manitoba attack zone. We the North, the Manitoba team, also has the moniker the Legends, just like BC. Here comes the always important face-off. it was won cleanly by BC, and now they'll try to clear it out. But a turnover chance. Second effort. Oh my goodness. That was a bad turnover that led to a golden opportunity there for BC. We have a stop and play. We might be getting a penalty here. We'll wait and see here. Oh no, we have an injured player. That's outside of my line of sight here. I apologize. I'm going to guess it is a BC player that is injured. Still have a stoppage and play here with an injured player down on the floor right there in the corner. Temporary break in the action here. They're helping him off. Ooh, you hate to see that. All right. After escorting the injured player, still not completely sure of who it was. I believe it was 44, Starovac. But here comes the ensuing faceoff now as we get back to live action. It was won by Manitoba. Takes the shot. The goalie sprawls out, picks it up once again. And we'll have another face-off here, deep in the attack zone for the We the North, aka Manitoba. Lee Stubbs wins the face-off, but it's intercepted right away by Smitter. And Smitter heads it off, and now they push it up the floor. Intercepted back, though. Both teams looking for that first goal. Bringing it back up the floor in the opposite direction. It feels more like some 80-yard dashes like you might be seeing in the Olympics right now. 100-yard dash. Not 80-yard dash, of course, but. And meter. What's a yard? Continuing to look for a driver. Nothing there. The defense for both teams playing solid. Now a counter opportunity the other way. First legitimate chance here for BC. The goalie has to sweep it away and hope that the Manitoba squad will bring it back up the other way, but instead, possession remains with BC. And now it's taken back over by Manitoba. Runs it around the half boards, bringing it up to the neutral zone. Comes back with it, takes a shot, shoots, scores! Number 19, uncontested, brings it in and puts the biscuit in the basket. Ryan St. Laurent is able to get the first goal of the game, and Manitoba, We the North, leads 1-0. That's just a case of breaking out. And it worked to perfection. After the goal, we're back to a face-off and live action once again. Behind the end line. Turns it around, tries to bring it up. Instead circles back around. Holding onto the puck in his defensive zone. Waiting for a few changes to finish up. Looking to avoid getting pinched. Again behind the end line. Runs back around, keeping it there in their defensive zone, but having a hard time clearing it, even getting it out to the past the neutral zone. We're down to 5:30 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Manitoba on that turnover breakaway goal. Compliments of Ryan St. Laurent. And here's an opportunity held on to, shoots and scores. Number 17, this time it is Craig Malachuk who finds the back of the net. And it's now 2-0 in favor of We the North. All right, here we go. After the timeout, 2-0 Manitoba with the lead. I think that's a smart timeout there by the Legends to try to see if they're able to, keep their wits amongst them and remind them it's still a lot of time to play here. Trying to get it over the blue line. Into the attack zone. Look at this. Breakaway opportunity. Still missed. Second chance effort. Puts it on net. Missed. Brings it back out. Now a counter potentially the other way. Waiting for players to get back into position. A lot of running back and forth, up and down the floor. And a stop and play looked like it might have been offsides. And here comes the ensuing faceoff just outside that blue line. And it's won cleanly. Trying to get it into the attack zone. But looking to clear it back out the other way. And looks like we're going to have another stop and play. Both teams changing lines. as the faceoff is going to be in the attack zone here for Manitoba, who's already on top 2-zip. But a good job there by BC of winning the faceoff, trying to clear it down. Now it goes into the zone, chasing after it. Wants to put it on net, takes the shot. It was blocked. Oh, that was the first real good chance there for BC. And another stop and play with 3.5 to go here in the first period. 2-zip still, Manitoba on top. Looking to see if somebody ended up in the penalty box. I'm not sure what's taking this long. The officials are having a long conversation. And it does appear that we are going to have a except, well, now I'm not so sure. I don't see anything up on the scoreboard, so it doesn't appear to be a power play. Bringing it in, that's onside, long slap shot. Good job holding on to the post and denying anything on the short side. Covering it up, we'll have another faceoff right there with 3:22 to go here in the first period. Still 2-zip, Manitoba on top. BC showing some signs of life here. Here comes that faceoff. Still waiting for that faceoff to come. Good gravy. Tick tock on this one. And finally, here we go, back to live action. Manitoba wins it. Intercepted though, behind the goal, tries for a wraparound. Battle for it, fires it up the half boards, intercepted. Cap in, gets it back out. Left side flat, long slap shot, redirected. Shoot, scores! Oh, just what the doctor ordered. 93 had the shot, but putting it in is going to be keeping an eye on him as he's shaking hands. We'll follow him all the way through, unless he's coming off the ice. And he is, but it did appear to be number 22, Mark Smith, will get the goal. And it's now 2-1. Waiting for the ensuing faceoff with 2:58 to go here in the first period. Lots of conversations and stops each play. Maybe that's because this is the 44 plus as opposed to the 34 plus. Don't know that for sure. Still waiting for play to continue though. Okay, whatever was the issue appears to be resolved. And the faceoff takes place. 2-1, Manitoba over BC. 2:53 to go here in the period. Bring it back into the attack zone, already on top by 1, 2-1. Manitoba has it, but it's intercepted by BC. And holding on to it behind the cage, waiting for a breakout opportunity. Here it comes. Just gets it past the blue line. Now it's intercepted, brought back, slap shot. Oh, deflected, just goes over the cage. Chased after. And now bring it back the other way as both teams change on the fly. Under 2 remaining here in the period. Dumps it down, chases after it. Behind the goal, battle for it. Takes another slap shot. There's a scrum for it. Oh, what a good job getting a missile off there. Now they're going to battle for it and able to pass it behind. Uncontested right now, bringing it up. Past the faceoff circles into the neutral zone. Whistles it in, but it's going to be intercepted. Now chasing after it with a chance to center it. Didn't get much on that one. Now 93 with the slap shot. Off the mark. Play continues here with 40 seconds to go, or under. Behind the goalie once again. Again, forcing the black and yellow of BC jerseys to get it up the floor. But a good job defensively again by Manitoba. Forcing it back down behind the cage. Now there's a chance for a breakout. Long slap shot. Holy cow, there was a lot of zip on that one. But covered nicely there by the BC goalie. 2-1 here with just a few seconds remaining. 6.9, I believe. Can't quite see. But the last play here of the first period. Here comes that draw. Anything that's going to happen is going to have to happen quickly. There it is. It's going to be dumped down. Is there still time left? Nope, I think that's going to do it for the first period. So 1 is in the book. 2-1, Manitoba over BC. We'll step out, be back for the second period when we return here on Home Team. Getting set for this second period face-off, 2-1. Manitoba, we the North over the Legends of BC, 2-1. Face-off is won cleanly there by the BC squad. They're in the dark jerseys with the yellow lettering, whereas Manitoba is in the white jerseys with the red lettering. We got goals from Craig Malachuk and Ryan St. Laurent for the Legends. The lone goal for BC, I beg your pardon, for Manitoba. The lone goal for BC was Mark Smith. That's where we're at, 2-1. Opening seconds here of the second period. Thank you for joining us here on Home Team for our game here today. This is the men's 44 plus division. Our first two games this morning were the men's 34 plus division. And we had a couple of really good games there. Hope you enjoyed those. This is my final game of the day. I'm Joey Sutherland. It's been a pleasure to bring you the action. I'll be back here tomorrow. I got 4 games tomorrow. 1 in the men's 44 plus, 1 in the men's A, and 2 in the female 34 plus. All TBD teams. I'll have those later. Takes a shot. Chance to, oh, what a rolling save and an odd play. Play continues though. Long slap shot. That was just inside the center line. Now there's a battle at the corner at the half boards. Wants to clear it out. 94 begging for a shot at it. Rayburn, you can see he wants to take that shot. If he gets it, they'll give him a shot. Changing the direction. Bringing it up. Kicks it around to the other end. And now it's coming behind the goalie. Cycles it around, and now it's going to go all the way back the other way. And it put back on net. Man, there's a lot of action going on there in front of the goalie. Cycling it back the opposite way. Want to get it out of the defensive zone. Now it's a transition game. Waved off any potential icing, but it's intercepted right back by Manitoba. And oh, look at this. Continuing to pass it around. They just want to find a way to bring it up the floor and a breakout opportunity. But the defense has just been so stiff from We the North. It has denied any opportunity for the BC Legends. Now they bring it in. Wants to, but it's stolen right back. Still just outside the neutral zone. All right, now it is in the attack zone. Cycling it around, try to stay away from the defenders. Protecting the ball best can. Back out to the left side flat. Puts it down in the half circle, but it's going to be swept hard down the end boards by the Manitoba player. Chasing after it, picking it up will be BC, who trails by a penny. Coming up on the halfway mark of the second period, still 2-1. Gets it, dumps it down. Now both teams are chasing after it. Trying to get rid of it, but runs around the goal box. Loses the handle. No whistle. Tried to center it. No avail there. To no avail. And now we have another stop and play with 6:49 to go here in the second period. 2-1. Manitoba, we the North over the BC Legends. Looks like the faceoff is going to be. We're waiting to see what side it's going to be on. And another extended stop here. Power play. That's the reason. So it's going to be a man advantage coming up here. Here we go. Maybe back to live action. Face-off is won. Whistled around, though. Tried to clear it out. Man advantage here for BC with a chance to tie it up. Let's see how this power play unit holds up. Long slap shot from the point. Now it's down to the flat. One to get it to the wing, does so. Back out to the flat. Slap shot off the mark and tried to clear out. Nice job there by number 42 to clear that one out. That was Jarrett Jaworski. But now bringing it back up after chasing it down is BC just inside the red line. Oh, what a bad giveaway. Puts the shot up. How that didn't go in, I do not know. Great job there by the goalie. And now they kick it all the way down. The goalie passes it up back to the midline. Dumps it back in. They'll chase after it and win the chase. Power play continues here for the Legends, BC Legends, who are down by a point. Long slap shot, scores! That's how you do it. Capitalizing on the slap shot. Gets it by Andy Kohler, and we are tied 1-1. I believe that was number 39, Danny Vero, who had the slap shot to tie it up. 2-2 is our score with 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go here in the second period. The BC Legends take advantage of a power play at the midway mark of the second period to nod this one up at 2 apiece. Taking a look here, 2-2 score. Not sure. Every time we have a stop and play, it seems like in this game it's been the longest duration after the whistle to stop the play before the start of the next play. Waiting for the ball to be dropped, and it is. but it's won by the BC squad, who fires it in behind the goal. Intercepted, though, by Manitoba. Popped up high in the air, doesn't hit the netting. Play continues right in front of the goalie. Ooh, that got nervous for a moment here. And now racing back the other way with it. Pokes it away, chases after it. And there is a major bumper to bumper collision between the blue and red lines there in the neutral zone. As play continues, changing on the fly. Wanting to bring it up now. And they do so. Long slap shot. Now the faceoff will be to the right of Andy Kolar. But it is won by Manitoba, and they're able to clear it out of the defensive zone and transition to the offensive side. But chasing back down and picking it up for BC. They'll slow the pace up here, but they don't want to stop it. Still with possession in their defensive end. Brings it in up the floor. Chases after it. Tries to dump it back out to the neutral zone. Does so. Another transition here. Great wheels. Takes the shot. Held on and scored. Got the second poke in. Holy cow, the first one was saved. I don't know how he dragged his stick long enough to get it to go in, but a dandy goal there for Manitoba. And there really wasn't much more Fernquist could have done to stop that. Still looking to see what number that is. I see the player. I'll keep an eye on him as play continues. If it could just turn for me. And there's the faceoff. All right, 3-2, Manitoba, we the North on top over the Legends from BC. I'm not sure if that was 27 or 29. It was either Jeff McGill or Jeff Ems who scored that last goal for Manitoba. Clean face-off W. Behind the goal, taking their time trying to bring it up once again. This is a set play here for the BC squad. They like to start it in the defense zone and then force it forward and only dumping it when you get past the red line. Now we're under 3 minutes remaining here in the period. Waiting to see the ball here. I don't know if play's continuing or if we're in a stop. And the faceoff is in the far end. All the way coming back the other way with it. Brings it up. That's number 8 for Manitoba. Stop and play once again with 2 minutes to go. 3-2, we the North on top of BC. Play continues here now after that faceoff. Trying to bring it up. Number 17 dumps it in, chases after it, but it's going to be corralled there instead by BC, who now brings it back out to neutral. He's having a hard time bringing it back into the attack zone. Manitoba with the lead has the ball, but taken away. A fine defensive play against the boards there. Let's see if they're able to roll it back the other way. And it went too far. Well, a stop and play. I'm not sure if it's an icing or what we're going to have here. But with 2:18 to go in the period, 3-2 is our score. Make that 2:12 to go here in the period. Yep. The face-off, though, unfortunately, is going to be back down to the left of Fernquist and the BC goal. McGill with the draw. Play continues here. Straight around. Now just actually with the ball completely at ease behind the cage, with the goalie and the cage between the nearest defender. All the way down it comes, chases after it, keeps it, takes the shot. Oh, baby, something out of nothing there. And now it's going to be a transition back the other way. Calling for a change, gets the steal, takes the shot. Oh, had a great opportunity to tie it up. Another one, but good defense trying to poke it out, and they're able to do so. All the way down, they waved off the icing, though. With 1:08 to go, thought about dumping it, waits, now tries to pass it up. Then it's chipped in. Goes after it, tries to center it. That had an opportunity, a scoring opportunity. Can he get it down low? Fights for it, loses it. Who's got it? It is still BC. Centered it. Oh, nice save there by the goalie. That was a perfect play, driving in a good feed, but sniffing it out all the way and making sure that it had no chance of getting in the back of the net. Andy Kohler said, not on my watch. We will have another face-off, though, here in the attack zone to the left of Kohler. Gallagher drawing for one, and Peter Cabral for the other. Under 30 seconds remaining here and a 1-goal game. Manitoba on top. Mad rush for the goal, shoot, scores! Oh, baby, left two wide open right there was number 9. And it was just too easy for him to find the back of the net there. That is Mark Figueroa. He gets the goal there with about 20 seconds remaining. And that's a big goal for We the North as Manitoba has upped their lead to 4-2. A broken play there defensively by BC gives a great opportunity, one that we, the North, is unable to pass up on as they put the shot on the net. Just sitting there, as I said, anxiously awaiting was number 9, Big Mark, and he was able to poke it in, and that's where we're at. Brings it back in. Tried to steal it. Ooh, just about another shot. Under 5 seconds now. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's how this period's going to come to an end. It was 2-1 Manitoba over BC at the end of one. Well, they've doubled that now. It's a 4-2 advantage for Manitoba going into the final period. We'll find out who wins this game when we return here to Notre Dame Arena. Keep it here on Home Team. $12 is all that remains to decide who's going to win this Battle of the Legends. Will it be Manitoba or BC? BC in the black jerseys with the yellow lettering, Manitoba in the white with the red, and we're underway in the third. 4-2, Manitoba on top. Recapping the scoring here early as, wow, play starts out with a flurry. The 2 goals for the BC Legends are Mark Smith and Danny Vero. For the Manitoba We the North, it'll be 1 for Mark Figueredo, Craig Malachuk, Ryan St. Laurent, and Jeff McGill. That's where we are, 4-2, 15 seconds in to the final stanza. Face off deep here in the BC attack zone, looking to try to chip into this lead. Instead, Manitoba is going to try to kick it out into the neutral zone, which they do, and now transition into the offensive side. Behind the cage, now it will be the traditional setup here for BC as they fire it out starting in their defensive end. Fire it behind the goal, but now it's going to be intercepted, and Manitoba will be bringing it back. Some back checking going on, though, trying to get a turnover in front of the goal. They continue that back ice pressure. That's why you have an opportunity. Can they center it? Takes the center, misses the shot. Battle keeping it in. Instead, it's going to go out and have to be chased down. Both teams are going to make some transitions roster-wise. But coming back quickly, looking to try to make it a one-goal game. Fires it out. Long distance slap shot off the mark. And it whistles to the half boards. Controlled now by Manitoba, looking to bring it out themselves. Whistles it over. Play continues. Behind the goal. Long pass, stretch pass. Can they keep possession of it? The goalie slows it up. Now they try to bring it back the other way. Lost it for a minute. Oh, that was dangerous. Now they get it down to the other end. Trying to chip it out, though, and doing so is BC. But that might be an icing. In fact, I'm pretty sure that will be an icing. Here comes the faceoff with 9:20 to go. In the attack zone here for Manitoba. But it's stolen quickly by BC, and they're trying to push it up. That is a great transition game right now. And just can't hold on to it. Oh, almost had a good look at a slap shot from the point. And now we're going to have a stop and play. And at first I thought maybe there was a penalty about to be called. All right, back to live action. And another stop and play. Getting ready for the ensuing face-off. And it is one. Oh, but then stolen and dumped in. But another stop and play. All right, we're down to 8:46 to go. The pace of this is really slowed up. But the physicality is also pumped up a little bit. Cleanly, I add. I really mean that. But it's these little battles right now. 4-2, Manitoba, we the North over the BC Legends. coming to you here live from the Notre Dame Arena in Winnipeg. Final period here of this game in our 44 plus men's division. BC Legends had a chance there. But now we're going to allow both teams to finish changing on the fly and go back and see where the ball is. It's behind the Legends goal. Looking for somebody to pass it to. Instead, he's going to run around back the opposite direction. Give it off. It's just inside the red line. Now a long slap shot, hard slap shot, blistering back there past the end line. Brings it up the boards, and now it's going to go back the other way. That's onside, sliding play. What a defensive work and an even better goalie position there. Another long slap shot, and that's really the extent of the BC Legends offense. They're taking these slap shots from 13, 14 meters and hoping to get a big rebound, big fat rebound. And that has worked for them at least once here today, but I don't think the percentage of that is good as we're nearing 6:50 to go in this game with a 2-goal advantage for Manitoba. Here's the draw. Oh, but it's brought out of the zone. Now dumped back in. And another stop and play. Waiting for this one to restart here. The faceoff is won. Can they hold on to it by Manitoba? They have it behind the goal, trying to center it, but now it's partially intercepted. Not completely cleared out yet, though. And now put back on net. The goalie's able to push it away, but Manitoba continuing to put the foot on the accelerator here. Trying to bring it back into the attack zone as we're at 6 minutes remaining here in regulation. 4-2, we the North over BC. That was a weird sliding shot effort there by number 15. If that would have went in, that's the goal of the day for me. Who was that? Bowen Barrett. Back checking leads to a steal. Centers it, shoots it. Oh my. That was a great opportunity again for Manitoba. And the BC Legends have got to figure a way to get this out of the attack zone as they trail by 4-2. 5-20 is all that separates Manitoba from a W here over the BC Legends. hustling after it behind the cage once again. Now it's these individual battles. Every pass leads to another battle on the half boards. And truth be told, Manitoba's won the fair amount of those. Now it is BC whistling around from one end of the half boards towards the other. Takes the shot. This is getting to be close to desperation time here for BC. Down by 2. While they got themselves, they got their teammates. What they don't have is time in their favor. Whereas we're down to 4 and 30 to go in regulation. It is in the attack zone again, though, but a good job again by Manitoba of clearing it all the way down the opposite way. And sets it up, takes the shot, second effort. No, kept out. The goal to be a goal. Something happened there. Not sure what. Let me fix that. Okay. All right, the faceoff still in the attack zone there for Manitoba, but the BC own goal. Now they need to set something up to move forward here offensively. 4 minutes. Time is just not an ally. Coming back in, trying to get that final nail in the coffin, if you will, is Manitoba, but it's cleared out by the Legends. Now a battle for it at the neutral zone as it goes into the BC offensive zone. Clock continues to wind. We're coming up on 3:15 to go here in this third period. The desperation starting to sit in even more for the Legends of BC. They just cannot get a shot on goal. You cannot, and you've heard me, those of you that have heard me broadcast the last month or so, I'm a big proponent of good things happen when you put the ball on the net. Coming up on 2 and 30 to go in regulation. Another one of those famous scrums at the half boards, trying to clear it out again, are the Legends. You can see the goalie say, push it forward. We'll be keeping an eye on him. I'm curious to know if Andy Kohler is going to be coming out if they get it all the way down. I'm sorry, if Jeff Fernquist is coming out if they get it all the way out. And that is exactly what's happening with under a minute to go. Extra attacker here for the Legends of BC. A great job, though, for checking by Manitoba. They're able to clear it down. That's an empty net, I believe. And scores. Number 73 is able to put it in, and that should be the final nail in the coffin. I know 73 will get the assist. I think it was, or maybe it was 73, but I do not have him on my roster right now, so I apologize. But 73 gets the empty net goal. And we're down to 90 seconds to go. It's now 5-2 Manitoba. Takes a quick shot, chases after it. That was number 7, Joradami. And chasing after it, we'll have another stop. Play continues here now. Good defensive work, though. And no, but a nice pinch to keep it. Wants to center it. Tries to shoot, scoots, and does score. He ends up on his hiney, but with 47 seconds left, he makes it back to a 2-goal game. It'll be 5-3. Let's try to see who that was. I saw the helper. That was a great individual effort there. 34, I believe. Or 44. 44 went out of, no, 39. That's the second goal for Danny Vero. All right, took me a minute to confirm who that was, but we're at 5-3 with under a minute to go. I suspect we'll see the net empty again if the Legends can get it out of the zone. 30 seconds remaining here. Good job controlling the ball here for a moment. Somebody lost their stick, has to go after it. Extra attacker takes the shot, just missed a goal there, and now holding on to it with about 16 seconds remaining. Make it 15.2 to be exact, as the faceoff will be to the right. To the right of Andy Kolar. With Jeff Fernquist came out of the goal for an extra attacker. 15 seconds. You have to almost win this faceoff cleanly and put it right away in the net. And they did win the faceoff, but it's then dumped down. Icing's going to be called, and it's going to stop the clock at, I'm not sure. Or no, they're actually going to say that'll do it. I thought he was calling the icing. They waved it off, and that's going to do it. So an impressive victory for Manitoba. We the North, they defeat the Legends. Our final score here, 5-3, Manitoba over BC. We want to thank you for joining us here on Home Team Sport. We have another game coming up here in about 10 minutes, but that's going to just about wrap it up for me today. I want to thank my production crew for all their help in keeping all the action going here today. I'll see you again tomorrow. Again, our final 5-3, Manitoba, we the North with a W. We'll see you soon.